Hey, how you doing? It's your boy DE Astrology, and right now I'm gonna do the Sun in Libra. So, just a reminder, your planets and your placements and your charts is like a toolkit, or like a toolbox. This is what you have to traverse and navigate through this realm of reality, and your spirit is something totally different. Your spirit is like jumps inside of the vessel and operates it. So right now I'm gonna do the Sun in Libra. Libra is the seventh sign of the zodiac. It's also represented by the planet Venus. It's cardinal air, and when you think about cardinal air is like it's like moving forward. It's like forward moving energy. And also the Libra air likes to relate to people and likes to communicate, and it likes relationships. That's how they do their relationships and things like that. That's how they get things done. Like the opposite of Libra is Aries, and Aries usually likes to get things done by itself or on its own or with its own energy. It likes to go from point A to point B without necessarily taking into account who can help him around him, or who can help him around them, or who can assist them in what they're trying to do, because they get so tunnel vision on doing what they want to do on their own. Now, Libra, they realize that, well, all the air signs really realize the importance of teamwork. So a Libra is going to do that, but it's going to utilize the relationships that it has. So say for instance, like a Libra was trying to get into school, right? An Aries would just, okay, I'm gonna go to the school, sign up for this, do this, bam. A Libra might, well, what school do my friends go to? How they like it over there? Let me go check it out. Let me go scope the scene. Let me go see who I know. Let me go see who I know over there, what group I know over there, things like that. And with them having that Venus placement too, well, not Venus placement, but them having the Venus energy, that makes them artistic. But they can be artistic. They can be wordsmiths. They can be artistic with words, or how to talk. That's what they have something in common with Leos as far as like presentation is concerned. But a Leo might be focused on the body, or because it's like how they look in the mirror, because it's like the solar plexus. A Libra might get out of bed looking kind of like a hippie, or like kind of bummy, but be so elegant with their words and how they talk and how they present conversation that people might not even notice what they got on. So that's the beauty of that. They're accommodating when it comes to communicating. They like to communicate. They like the sharing of ideas. They like the flow of back and forth communication. Libras they talk. They like to talk. They can be lazy. Libras can be lazy because the sun is exalted in Aries. So Libras can be lazy as far as like day-to-day actions, because they know how like people, and they know how to get from point A to point B with just communicating with other people. So they know somebody who know how to get this, or go here and know this and know that. The sun, they can be kind of lazy, or I don't want to say lazy because that's not even the right word. Libras might not be the crack of dawn type people. You know them people that's like, I'm up at 5. You know what I'm saying? I'm here at 5. I'm here at 4 in the morning, getting it in, or 6:30, work out all day, or I'm up my schedule like this. And the Libra's not them type of people. A Libra, they more get up when they feel like. It's not like I said, lazy might have been the wrong word. They more of, I'm gonna do it when I feel like doing it, when I get a run, when I'm in the mood to do it. That's what they that's what they kind of have in common with Aquariuses, and slightly have in common with like Leos, is that they not lazy. They gonna put the work in. And then to an extent Capricorns too, for Capricorns not like in a structured system, like they not lazy. It's just they know what they want to do. So instead of them getting up and having to do all the extra, they want to get up and just get right to where they want to do it, what they want to do. So like, say for instance, like, and I use the example of working out. Like, say for instance, you got a Libra that enjoys working out, but they only get up at they get up at 1 in the afternoon to go work out. And they might get up and go work out at 1 in the afternoon because that's the time they know the multi-purpose room is open for them to do yoga. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a method to it, but they, even in the situations where like they want to work out or they want to go to work, they need to be around comfort surroundings, or they need to be around pleasant or hospitable things. That's why you'll see a lot of Libras work in like hospitality fields or hospitals, but they not like, a Libra would be like at the desk type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, or like the hotel staff, or the kitchen manager, or the head of anything that involves like being hospitable and accommodating. Anything that where your job requires you to communicate with people, to be around people, and be in a setting where it's not so rigid. That's the type of stuff Libra enjoys, and Libra would gravitate towards. Or like, a Libra could work on a sound stage, you know what I mean? Like, or a Libra could work on a movie set, or even if they a manager at a rigid location, they might be the most laid back manager in a rigid situation. So whatever, like, they trying to get to they want to get from point A to point B, but they want to do it with as less stress as they possibly can. So that Cardinal will come out in trying to mediate things, or trying to solve problems, or try to keep the peace. Like how people say, well, this person, they a fence sitter. 9 times out of 10, they speaking on somebody with Libra, or has heavy Libra influences in their chart, because it's the sign of balance. So where, say for instance, 2 people have an argument or disagreement, a Libra, and that's what this, they also share some energies with Sagittarius in this aspect. A Libra will try to see both sides of the situation and level out the situation to prevent the clash from happening. And that's something Sag, to an extent, Sagittarius does as well. But yeah, just like they're not the up with the sun type people, and that's Aquarius too. They can be, but if you left it up to them, they would get up and structure their times when they felt like getting up and structure their times. Like, instead of them being the early morning workout people, they might be the late night workout people, or the 6, 7 o'clock or 5 o'clock off workout people. They might be them type of people. They get their energy boost at different times of the day. This wind out here rough. This wind, I'm gonna let this wind die down. I ain't got no pause music, so I'm just gonna beatbox for y'all a little bit. But let's see. They don't mind supporting other people. They don't mind, because Libra is the sign of it's a sign of partnership. It's the relationship sign. So they don't mind being seen or being known for their relationships, or being the Libra power couple situation. They don't mind being in that situation. Also too, they have to be weary about, because they can have all this supportive energy or being supportive of people. They can be susceptible to. I'll let this wind die down. Hold on. All right, so having this supportive energy, they can be susceptible to being taken advantage of because everybody's not on the same like balance types things that they want to be on. This is how they can become imbalanced because they're whereas an Aries might pull out and be like nah, or a different type of sign would be like nah, or even a Leo would be like nah, they not really. A Libra will stay and keep giving, and then because they never lose the hope. Well, they can lose it eventually, but it takes them a long time to lose the hope of you not doing. They're gonna hope that you do it. They're gonna hope that you catch on and do it. They use logic over rushing in. So, like I said, they want a Libra rather assess a situation and think about, because it's all about avoiding the conflict. So they analyze the situation, whether it be them trying to get somewhere, them trying to do. They're gonna analyze the situation and see what the best outcome is without them having to use a lot of energy. Something that they can learn from Aries, their opposite, is to be more solo action oriented. A lot of times Libras use their energy trying to support other people, and the other people drain their energy and don't give it back. So a lot of times that's how they end up with not having that, because they get too focused on other people, what other people got going on. And I have this placement in Mars. I can attest to this a little bit because even though I'm a Virgo, and I'm gonna get into like the deeper details of your chart and how stuff gets you know what I'm saying, how stuff gets whatever. But even though I'm a Virgo, I have my Mars is on the cusp of Virgo and Libra. It's 28 degrees Virgo, so it's on the Virgo Libra cusp, and it's in Mars, so it's in my sleep. And I can attest to, even last night, it happened to me last night. Like, I was gonna go jogging in the morning. I'm like, yesterday, I was like, I'm gonna do this, and then I ain't do it. And then all of a sudden at night, I had the urge to get up and do it, and I did it. And I'm like, oh, I get my energy boost at different times. Like, and Mars is the planet of that rules. That's the ruling of Aries too. So it's like, even that is to learn. I spent the majority. I'm gonna be transparent. I spent the majority of my day worrying about other people, and like, that's where my energy really went. So if I did that, and that's just me having that Mars placement. I got a lot of Moon and Venus placements too, but if that's just me having my Mars there, I can only imagine with like a Sun sign Libra, if they had like a Mars Libra too, or like a Mars Cancer, or even like a Mars Taurus. Like, you would be so focused on other people and doing other things that you would mess up your ambition. And that's the Mars planet too. It's not just it's not like aggression for war. It's the ambitious side is to get stuff done, to take care of what you want to take care of, not what everybody else think you should take care of. But that's something that they can learn from Aries, is to drip more of that energy into what you want to do, and then when you get your goals done, then go hang out and talk to people and be worried about your relationships and all the other stuff. Because being a Libra, you automatically that's gonna be at the forefront of your mind, even when you handling your business. So it doesn't ever go anywhere. It just, you modify it. But it's an air sign and it's cardinal. So another thing too that they can learn from its brother, this trine energy. One thing you can learn from Gemini is to be less reliant on one-on-one relationships and more concerned about communicating with friends. Because Libra's like the one-on-one. A Gemini, and we can talk about relationships, friendships, business, all type of shit. A Gemini would talk to multiple people just to get multiple perspectives on things. So if you take that as a Libra, you take that aspect of you trying to get from point A to point B with your relationships. If you have multiple streams of information and multiple streams of how you relate to people and what types of people you can relate to, because even with Libra, and Libra and Leo share that socialite energy. So certain things certain people a Libra won't talk to based on how they present themselves in a speech. Certain people a Leo won't talk to based on how they present themselves physically. So a lot of times that can hurt you because the person that might not look like they a good fit for you might be a good fit for you. The person that might not look like they know how to help you, or with a Libra, and that's something another Libra can learn from a Gemini as well, because Geminis don't really enjoy the social aspects. They enjoy socializing, but they don't enjoy the social etiquettes. That's what Gemini shares with Aquarius. They don't really share social etiquette. They know how to do it, but they would rather not do it because it's like social rules. That's what Libra is, social rules. So something that a Libra can learn from a Gemini is to, like, just because the social etiquette goes out the window, that doesn't mean that the relationship needs to go out the window. So you could learn to relax a little bit on the social etiquette from Gemini. And then something that you can learn from Aquarius is to be more unique and be more of an individual, especially considering the fact that you're in a relation. Like, when you're dealing with Libra being a relationship sign, you can get so lost into the relationship that you become you lose your individuality in the relationship, so you'll be known for that. Whereas Aquarius energy can show you can be known as an individual on your own and still be in a relationship. And sometimes that's where that rebellious energy kicks in. And it doesn't have to be like rebellious in the sense of like that extreme, like, oh, he's a rebel, no, or she's a rebel, or she doesn't like. No, it can be dealing with it's socialite. So they might want to go here. The Libra might be interested in wanting to go here, but based on the presentation and the stuff that they give off, they can't be looked at. They'd be looked at in a different light for going to this place, even though they're curious about the place. And that's something that you can learn from Aquarius. It's like to just rebel. Like, you don't have to always be in that situation where the social energy, like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to always conform to the social norms based on the group that you're in or the relationship that you're in. But all in all, man, Libras are actually pretty cool people. Energy's pretty chill. That was the Sun in Libra. And remember, it's DE Astrology. And remember, you're not it, you just doing it.